Okay, everybody, this is a serious topic. This is Sean V. Bradley, CEO of Dealer Synergy, creator of AutomotiveInternetSales.com, and creator of the Internet Sales 20 Group. And I want to just jump right into it. Come take a look at this. So Jim Ziegler, the Alpha Dog, discusses the Cars.com business practices. Let's just listen into what Jim says. Come a little closer.
Hi, this is Jim Ziegler, the Alpha Dog, and I'm extremely concerned. About 2 weeks ago, I started getting emails and phone calls from some of the dealers I work with. And they were telling me that Cars.com was sending follow-up emails to customers that had submitted a lead on an advertised unit in their inventory on Cars.com. Let me tell you how this worked. The dealer advertises a unit, specific unit. They've got it, the pictures up. They've got everything advertised on Cars.com. And the consumer submits a lead, an interest in buying that car. And at that point, within 48 hours, Cars.com is sending the dealers a follow-up email suggesting as many as 8 additional units at competing dealerships. Now, the customer had already made a choice.
Okay, now, what I want you to do is I want you to listen to another industry expert, Brian Pasch. And Brian has this to say.
Hi, this is Brian Pasch, CEO of PCG Consulting. And if you've been reading some of the online blogs, Jim Ziegler has a beef with Cars.com. Jim feels that a recent marketing strategy by Cars.com is actually a double cross. Well, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with my good friend Jim Ziegler. And I'm going to formulate a formal response why I think...
Okay, let's get back into this with me here. Here's the reality, folks. This is Command Central. We've got 1 monitor, 2 monitor, 3 monitor, 4 monitor, 5 monitors. This is a hot subject right now, and we're going to go into it. But first, I want you to see this. This is on the Alpha Dog blog. Come over here, check this out. So this is a hot subject on Jim's Alpha Dog blog, right over here. But this is a hot subject on Automotive Internet Sales. This is a new post just the other day for 277 views, but this is Jim's original post on my site on Automotive Internet Sales that got a lot of, traction. 609 views right here, a ton of comments, which we're going to get into in a couple minutes, but let's come over here. Then, if you take a look at this, this is ADM. This has got 2,784, views right here. Okay, so this is Automotive Digital Marketing. Now when we go to Dealer Elite, we've got 1,800. So that's 2, 4, 5. This is almost 6,000 views that this subject has received. 6,000 views in such a short amount of time all over the automotive industry. So that's the reason why I felt compelled to just jump into this, because I was recently at a dealership on Friday training a single-point Kia dealership that delivers 250 units a month, and we had a conversation about Jim's article. And I was speaking to the dealer principal and the internet director, and you know what? They were appalled at the fact that if somebody turns around and goes to Cars.com and is looking for a specific vehicle. Let's just say, for example, they're looking for a 2010 Kia Sorento, black with, let's just say, 36 or 38,000 miles, whatever. Okay, they find the vehicle, the exact vehicle of their choice on the Cars.com, for ABC Kia dealership. And then, within 40 hours later, Cars.com is sending them a follow-up email, giving them additional choices, additional resources, to decide on. Now, here's the problem that I have. I've sold cars. I'm a 30-car guy, all right? I've sold cars in dealerships. I've built internet departments for the last 15 years, about 14 years and 8 months, but almost 15 straight years I've been building internet sales departments and BDCs. And I got to tell you something, Cars.com and AutoTrader have been saying that they are online classifieds, online classifieds, online classifieds. Now, I wanted to show you something that Ralph Paglia, a friend of ours, Ralph Paglia, had actually said. I want to find the comment because it was absolutely brilliant. Okay, I go down to, I'm going to find it so it's on here, so I'm not making it up. Look at all these comments, folks. Okay, this is from Ralph Paglia. This was literally from Ralph. Ralph said, this practice of churning customer inquiries to generate additional leads is something that third-party lead providers have done for years, and which we have come to expect from them. However, up till now, both Cars.com and AutoTrader have clearly identified their business model as not being lead generation resources, and instead being advertising and online inventory merchandising resources. This practice may push Cars.com beyond the purity of being an advertising resource and over to the column of being a lead provider. If that is their intent, then they need to understand the consequences, including lead cost accountability. To me, this is ironic as both Cars.com and AutoTrader have been able to generate far more revenue as advertising media than any of the third-party lead providers. So I gotta ask the leadership team at Cars.com this question: do you really want to transform your business into that of a lead provider? And I put, very well said, Ralph Paglia. So again, folks, this is a serious issue, and here's what my personal take on this is. You know, if I'm going to give $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month to a vendor, you know, to any vendor, in this situation, Cars.com, if I'm going to give $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month to Cars.com to advertise my in-stock vehicles, you know what? And I turn around and I find out that I have prospects that are looking for my exact car and they found me, and instead of being able to sell them that particular used car, that they are being served up other opportunities of my competitors, I find a huge problem in that. Now, there is a big difference between new car sales and used car sales. The difference is this, is that you can get, for the most part, any new car. If you're a franchise dealership, you know, Chevy Malibu, a Toyota Camry, you know, any new car dealer could provide that. But a used car is special. There's only one used car like it, with the condition, the history, the color, the mileage, etc., the options, the add-ons. There's only one unique vehicle like it, like a snowflake. We know this. So why would I be okay spending that much money and to generate that opportunity for that to be taken out from under me? You know, and not completely taken out, but to turn around and give a prospect the additional vehicles that are not even the exact match. That makes no sense to me. Now, again, because I've been reading all the blogs, people are saying, well, dealers should know. Absolutely. Dealers are adults. They should be able to make an educated decision. As a national consultant, okay, I make a tremendous amount of money from dealerships asking my advice. I'm going to give you my free advice, okay? My advice is this. If you had to turn around and do this situation, I would choose another alternative. I would choose the third alternative. I'd rather invest that money myself into search engine optimization, video search engine optimization, retargeting, video pre-roll. I'd rather turn around and spend all that money. Because let's get a calculator real quick, all right? These are basic math, but I just want to do this. Okay, if you're spending just an average of $3,000, you know, times in 3 years, 36 months, okay, we're talking about $108,000. Okay, now, I've got clients that told me point blank they're spending $6,000 a month on Cars.com times 36 months. Okay, that's $216,000. Folks, $216,000 to give to a vendor? I mean, okay, if there's an ROI there, but look, you need to make a decision. Is that $200,000? Is that $100,000? Is that, you know, $24,000, even on the smallest possible, you know, package? Is that best served giving it to a vendor in a used car scenario that's going to market using your money, in my opinion, using your money to market your prospects to your direct competitors? That's ludicrous, in my opinion. Now, just for the record, I'm not stupid. You know, I understand, you know, that Google did a report, a case study in July called the Cross-Shopper Analysis Report. I understand, I preach this stuff, that the internet is a point of interest sale, not a point of just sale right there. It's point of interest, which means that the average buying cycle is 45 to 90 days. Again, the average buying cycle is 45 to 90 days. You should, if you are a dealership, let's say in the same situation, if I am a single point Kia dealership, in my opinion, if you're the dealership, you should turn around and not just wait for somebody to say, I want that Kia. I agree. If I was that dealership, I would be marketing to Honda, Hyundai, Ford, Chevy, whatever other manufacturers I could conquest from. I get that, and I think that's a brilliant idea, but not for a vendor to do it to you, not for a vendor to take your money and take your opportunities and give it to your direct competitors. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. And I'm sorry, I'm very passionate. I actually 100% agree with Jim Ziegler on this one, and Cars.com is not the only vendor that I'm talking about. This is all about Cars.com right now, but, that same Kia dealership was telling me the example that she was spending $12,000 a month on AutoTrader. $12,000 a month on AutoTrader. Go back to the calculator. $12,000, 1, 2, 3, times 36 months. Okay, $432,000 for AutoTrader. Now, this 250 to 275 unit single point Kia dealership is obviously heavy on used cars and special finance. They're spending $12,000 a month on AutoTrader to find out that there's a button that says on AutoTrader website, Road to the Loan. So after somebody's going there specifically for that particular used car that the Kia dealership has in stock that the prospect wants, the people get lost through the rabbit trail for these different paths. And when you go to the road to the loan, it turns around and takes that prospect away from that vehicle that they're interested in and creates a special finance lead or a credit app that doesn't even go to the dealership. So all I'm saying to you is this: if you're going to spend this type of money, if you're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of the contract, are you spending your money with the right partners? Or are you just giving it to vendors that are taking that revenue and they're using it to turn around and create, spin-off revenue streams, and they're taking your inventory to create other lead opportunities or credit opportunities that you might not even benefit from, that your direct competitors, will benefit from. So again, at the end of the day, you've got to do a cost-benefit analysis and say, is it worth it? That's it. I'm not saying burn this vendor or burn that vendor, but you should be educated into understanding what is going on. People, pay attention. It's like the Matrix. Unhook yourselves and pay attention to what's going on here. Now, I'm sorry. I respect Brian Pasch, and I think he's very talented. But Brian, I disagree with you directly on this. We could get fiscal about this. Again, I've built personally internet departments that delivered over 100 units a month. And for the last 9 years that I've run Dealer Synergy, that's my core competency. My core competency is building profitable internet departments and BDCs. And I personally, agree with Jim. And, hats off to you, Jim. I respect what you're doing. And dealers, pay attention. I'm out.